Shemai everyone, how are you all? It's been ages since I did a video. I'm so sorry. I find it so hard to find time, not just to craft, but obviously film videos of me crafting and then to edit them, and life is just a bit bonkers at the moment between the new house, work coming to the end of term, and still trying to sort of deal with everything after losing my mum, trying to sort her house out, etc. I've lost a little bit of crafting motivation. So I thought I'd build myself a stash kit. I haven't done one for ages and ages. So this is what I've gone for. Let's see now. I'm just wondering if this is a little bit bright. Oh, that's a little bit dark. The sun is shining today, so it's trying to get the balance right. I started with this piece of paper, which is actually from a Paige Evans paper pad, and I find it quite flimsy. I find the paper quite a lot thinner. So I'm going to start off with this one though, because I'm in a bit of a rainbow mood, and you'll see that as you go through the pack. It's very, very much a multicoloured kit, and as you can see, they're just one-sided. And this was also from the same paper pad, and knowing me, I'll probably fussy cut some of these butterflies and wish I hadn't started, because that's the route I usually go down, but I love the colours in it. Then I've got this cut apart sheet, which is also from the same paper pad. So once again, they're quite thin. So I would probably use them as layering pieces rather than a standalone embellishment. So I'd probably use them to mat photos and things. Then I've sort of hit in some of my older stash then. This is from 2018. Oh, it's not too bad. And I'll have to put my glasses on because I can't see any of the writing on them. It's Crate Paper Hooray, and this is Birthday Girl. And I have had this, I think, in stash kits in the past. I'm determined that this is going to be the time that I am actually going to use it. And it's got the rainbow on the back. So in one way or another, I am going to use it. This is from a different Paige Evans one. This is from Turn the Page, I think. And it's just a plain pink with a very small white pattern going on in the background. I'm going to use that one. This is from the same sheet, and what I was thinking of with this one, because it's like a petrol blue with a teal running through it, I was thinking more along these sort of lines here, and scrapbooking some more masculine sort of pages. Then I've been desperate to use this one as well. It's got the small white dot on the back, but I chose it for the clouds because I thought if I'm going for rainbows, then you need some clouds. And this is actually from 2014, Amy Tangerine Stitched. That's by American Crafts. So 7 years old, it needs to be used. This is from Chamel. This is Head in the Clouds. This is 2018, and I've gone for it for this diagonal. No, diagonal? Yes, diagonal stripe. Now, this paper I have had for years. I actually bought it for my card making. It's single-sided, Magnolia ink. So it's got to be about 10 years old. It's quite a thick paper, but not as heavy as some of the newer papers. But I've just gone for this, like, Gungy gingham, that's a mouthful. And then this is my last 12 by 12 sheet. This is Chamel Little by Little, 2016. I find it hard to use feathers. I love birds. I hate it when people try and tickle me with feathers that they found on the floor, which often happens with little children. They come up to me and go, "Mr. Richards, look what I found," and go to tickle me with them. Ugh. I love this as well. This in particular, I would find this hard because of the fact that it's not an equal sort of, yeah, you know, an equal division of colours, I suppose. This is going to be a challenge, but I'm going to go for it. So I've got 12 by 12 papers. Then I've gone through some of my 6 by 6 pads and 6 by 8 pads. Now I had this sheet, and I'm going for it for this side, like a bit of a ledger, I suppose, and that's from Echo Park Teacher's Pet. I love ledger paper. I must love it a lot because I can't find any that I've got left. Then this sheet here, which I love these little dots, but I like the back as well. I think that's lovely. I really like that. That's from Alison Creff Designs Recorded. I can't find a date on that, but there's some lovely papers in there. I'm going to try and make a little bit of a dent. These ones then are from Dear Lizzie New Day. This one, sorry. And as you can see, it's like a little bit of a stencil, I suppose. That's from this one here, and that's a 6x8 piece. And I'm ashamed to say I've only just opened that today. I had it in a kit, and I thought it was all lovely, and then never actually touched it. This is from Maggie Holmes' Willow Lane with the little houses, and I'm thinking obviously with us building the house, this would be a nice one to do for a page on the house. I'm going through my little pile on the side. Now these 3 are actually from Vicky Boutin Mixed Media. And that's the first time I've opened this one, but I love those colourful flowers. I love that dot. Shame is they're only single-sided. Bit disappointing that. So they are my smaller size papers. Then I've gone through some embellishments. I've got some half-started whimsical rub-ons. I think about time I try to use them up. Then I've got some homemade embellishments that I've made a while ago. You Are My Sunshine, Hello Sweet Friend, that I've just made up with die cuts from my collection. But they've been there a while now, so I want to see the back of them really. I want to see them on a page. Then I've got this one which says Happy and Hello Happiness. I'm thinking they're nice for like the bright colours. Got these then, oops, not that, from a cut apart sheet that I had, my hands are coming into view in a second, sorry, that I had in a kit, and I didn't use these and thought, right, I'm going to cut those out just in case, so I put those in my embellishment box. So these sort of ones are lovely for little embellishments or for layering pieces, so I've got quite a few of those to use up. I've got some of these then, or just sort of that I've had from different kits. Look at this, I've got 3 stickers. Let's try and use it up and then I can get rid. A little frame piece, chipboard frame, little tiny embellishments here. There we go. So I store my embellishments in little plastic containers according to colour, if they've got a particular colour. So I've gone through all my colour collections there. The problem is with storing them like that, if you don't use them, you've got to go back through them all. But to avoid that, just use them up. Then I've got these little tassels. Now, I have a problem using these. For some reason, I know this is going to sound really bizarre now. I always think of exotic dancers with tassels on their bits and bobs. So I really find these hard to use on a page. So I'm going to challenge myself there. I'm probably the only person that's ever talked about exotic dancers in a scrapbook video. But that is the reason I struggle to use them. And then I've got some washies. Now, some of these washies are really old, so I'm even wondering whether they'll be any good, because I have got a bit of a shelf life. Got some of these then. These are the sort of things I used to have lots of, and then you think, oh, once you've used them a couple of times, I find it hard then to keep reusing them. This one then, little colourful envelopes. Another frame. I got a full pack here that I bought in a sale recently, Paige Evans Wonders, sorry. So I'll try and make a dent in those because they match the papers I've got. Then I've got lots of little enamel shapes. There they are. So I got quite a few of those. I think these were Chamel that I also had in a sale, so I'm going to try and use some of those Photocorners. I've had these years. No, they just sort of keep knocking about, and you put them in one kit, don't use them, put them in another, and they're like little washi strips. These, once again, I've had these ages. There's some things that I'll probably never use. We don't really eat, well, I don't really eat pretzels, so that one will probably never be used, but let's see what I can use from there. These, look at the date on these, 2011, October afternoon. Oh, I'm thinking, and I loved these. I must have loved them a great deal because I think I bought them for every single collection. And then each pack of them has just got 1 or 2 things left. So I need to try to get rid of these things when I get them on pages where they can be admired and not hoarded. Right. I'm also going to try and use some of these Heidi Swap words here from Die Cuts with a View. They are letterboard words. I think what's put me off them in the past is the size of them. It says adventure, super, be brave. Let's try and give those a bit of a bash. I've got some here. These are Joyful Day Pink Fresh. I think I must have used some of the bits from it because I think I've put other bits in with it. Then I've got this here, which I've had for ages from a kit. Just trying to use some of the bright colour ones here. Moths. I'm not a moth lover. Butterflies, I like butterflies. Moths, not my kind of thing. Now I've got these which are started. I've got the like the rose gold. No, they're more pink, aren't they, than rose gold. And I've got the bright colour ones here that I haven't started. I'm sure I've got a started pack, so I'll try to use those first, and then a brand new lot there. So I'm thinking just to use this one to try to sort of supplement this one rather than to start a new set. There we go. I'm setting myself a challenge. Let's see how much of this stuff I can actually use to get it out of my hoarding pile and into an album, because I'm not looking forward to packing up my craft room. Between you and I now and the gatepost, I do have too much stuff. There, I said it. I have just admitted it. I've got too much stuff. Don't tell my husband if you see him, obviously, because he thinks I tell him I haven't quite got enough stuff. But no, there's such a lot of stuff there. I'm either going to have to use it, pass it on, and because I've got to carry this stuff down 2 flights of stairs and up 3 flights of stairs in the new house. So either I'm going to be incredibly fit, absolutely exhausted, or fed up of it all. Let's try and make it a bit easier on myself. So I'm hoping to film some process videos for some of these to motivate myself even more. I'm hoping to get some old photos, because obviously I've inherited all my mum and dad's photos, because obviously I've lost my sister as well. And I want to get them into albums where they can be enjoyed, because they've been under the stairs in very, very old albums for so many years and people don't look at them. So hopefully you'll join me. See you soon. Helva!